right, here it is, Wednesday, hump day, and this is the Zero DTE project update. So if you've been following along with me on my trades, I've been doing a Zero DTE strategy that I've placed almost every single trading day since I started on December 6th, 2023. So it's been about just under 3.5 months. And I started with the least amount of capital that I could, which is just one contract of the trade. And that came out to be about $420. $420 is the max risk on just one contract of this trade. So I started with the minimum, and my goal was to just test the strategy with real live money. These are real trades within a real money account that I'm doing every day. And just to test the system live, see how it works, and also scale it and just see how it can, because people always talk about scaling it. Like you can make, like Einstein or whoever it was that said that, what was it? Compound interest is the seventh wonder of the world. And I've always heard that. I've always heard these stories of compounding, and I believe it. Sure, yeah. But I just never really applied it. I just thought, yeah, that's cool. And I told my kids that. And then, like, if I really looked at myself, yeah, you've never even done it, dude. So come on. Are you going to walk the walk, or are you going to talk the walk, or walk the talk, whatever that is. So I thought this would be a cool YouTube project because I was looking for my YouTube channel is fairly new, and I was looking for ways to create content. I thought this could be kind of fun. If we do this for a month, we can do this project, the Zero DTE project, where I'll just trade live with real live money every day. I'll record the entire trading session from beginning to end, nonstop, no edits, and then I'll just record all the stats. We'll keep track of it, and we'll see where we wind up at the end of the month. So that's what I started on December 6th. And I have all these videos. You can go back on my channel. You can see them all. Just look for the little icon in the upper left-hand corner that says Zero DTE Trading Strategy. All the videos that have that little icon are videos from that project. They're trading videos, the entire trading session. So anyway, I started that on December 6th, and I went for the first month. I was planning on just to do it for the first month, and actually I was planning for it to be either not so much a failure, but I tried Zero DTE options, like trading a Zero DTE system back a couple years when they first started coming out with daily options, and I just got burned, and it was too stressful, and I didn't enjoy it at all, so I threw it out the window basically, and just went back to my main core, longer term option income trades. So I had really low expectations of this thing, but I thought it'd be an interesting project, like an interesting kind of document series of, what it's actually like to place a Zero DTE trade every day, totally transparent. You see the entire session from beginning to end, see all the results, and let's see where we wind up at the end of the month. So at the end of the month, it wound up way better than I expected. And let's go to, so here's after the first month. I haven't counted how many trades these are, but you can see there's a couple losses, and there's smaller losses. But for the majority of the thing, they were like short trades, an hour or less, and the overwhelming majority of them were winners. And so I thought, hey, okay, this is better than I expected. So let's just go ahead and I'll just continue. I'll do this for one more month. I'll just keep doing it for 1 month because, frankly, I thought that I was missing something. I was expecting the other shoe to drop at any second. And I was thinking maybe it was because all these trades were done during the Christmas holiday, and maybe the trading was, not quote unquote normal, and maybe that was helping me see a lot of success with it. So I thought, okay, let's go through January and just kind of really verify if this thing is legit, see if it can hold up. So I went through January, and it did. And I started to scale here. I scaled up to 2 contracts. And again, the other part of this was to use the smallest amount of my own money as possible. So I had to start with my own money, obviously. So I started with $400 just to risk in one trade, which is about $410. And my goal was to, as soon as I was able to pay that back to myself, the $410, I could pull my own money off the table and only have the Zero DTE winnings at risk. So like playing with the house, with house money, you're not playing with any of your own money anymore, that whole concept. Then I would scale it from there. And, in theory, I didn't really care. As long as I could do that, if I could get my original money back and not have my own personal money at risk anymore, the only money that I had at risk would be the stock market money that I made by winning using this strategy, I'd be home free. I could care less what happens, because if I lose it all in a trade, it's all stock market money anyway. So it's just kind of a freeing way of thinking about it. So in January, I had done that, where I had paid myself back the original $420 that I initially put at risk. And then I began to build up the winnings, the pot of overall winnings for the trade, up to the point where I could start to scale. And so to scale, I would need to, after paying myself back the initial $420, then I would need to accumulate $840 to go to 2 contracts and then just continue to scale from there. And that happened on right here. So on 118, so about a month and like a month and 2 weeks later, I had paid myself back the initial $420. I had no more risk on the table, and I had built up the pot of winnings to the point where I could now scale to 2 contracts and just continue to scale from there. So I just continued to trade it every day, making videos of it, recording it, and posting it on my YouTube channel, which you can see all of them there listed. And then it just continued, and it continued to hold. That was the surprising thing. I was thinking that I may not even get my initial $400 back at the beginning, but not only did that, but it made the 800 to go to 2 contracts, and it's just been consistently winning. Of course, there's losses in there, but overwhelmingly there were more winners than losers. And so I've just continued this project all the way up till yesterday, which was my first goal, if you want to call it, my first milestone. My first goal was to, let's see if I can get to $1,000 per day or per winning trade. So when I started off, it was $50 per winning trade. That was the profit for each trade. The profit target for each trade at one contract was $50. So my plan was to scale it up to the point where I'd be making $1,000 per winning trade, which would be 20 contracts. And we hit that yesterday. And so that's been what now? So it's 312. It was 312. Yesterday was 312 when I hit the 20 contracts and the $1,000 per day. So that's about January to February, December to January, January to February to March. So that's about just under 3.5 months. And the return on that is ridiculous if you look at it. So, well, first of all, the return on it for me at this point is, I guess, how would you say it? It's infinite, because I started with my own $420 to begin with, but then the winnings from the strategy paid me back. So everything from that point forward I had no personal money at risk at that point. So I don't know how to calculate that, but so here's the totals down here. This is the total winnings throughout this whole time, 16,275. The total losers, 6,685. And then when we combine them together, this is the total that was made. We subtract the losers from the winners. We wind up with 9,590. So if we look at the return on that, we would say 9,590. That's the winnings, what we made with it, divided by the initial risk, the initial capital I had to put in to start this project, and that was already paid back to me, so it's not even my money anymore at this point. But let's just say 420, which is what the amount was I started with. 420 equals 2,283%, which is just ridiculous. I mean, it's too good. I'm still trying to figure out what am I missing. So anyway, that was the initial project and my initial goal. So yesterday we hit that, and I took today off. I may take the rest of this week off because even though it's fairly simple to record these and there's not a lot of editing involved, it does require me getting my voice ready in the morning, me doing vocal exercises. No, it does require making sure that it's set up correctly, and then rendering the video. I have to render out and blur out the account number, and it just takes forever to render that stuff and then upload them to YouTube. So I'm looking forward to a couple of days off here. Now that I've hit this initial goal of $1,000 per day or per trade and 20 contracts, I took today off. I'm going to take maybe I might take the rest of the week off, and then we'll start again on Monday, and maybe even before Monday. I don't know. We'll see. But at the latest by Monday, we'll start in on leg 2 of this project, which is the march up to $2,000 a day and 40 contracts. So that's it. That's just a real quick update of where I'm at and what's to come next. And the other thing is I want to put together a small group of 3 to 5 folks who are interested in this strategy that I can work really closely with and teach you the system, show you exactly how it works, show you all the rules, the entry points, the exits, the signals, all the other little tricks and tips, all the other little tricks and tips that I'm learning as I'm trading this live. And so, but again, this is something I've never done before. I've never really done a project where I've worked with others in this kind of way. So I want to keep it really small at first and make it simple and easy as possible on myself. There's a couple of prerequisites, I guess you could say. The first thing is that this is a zero DTE trade that I trade every day. So anyone who's interested, we need to have the ability to trade daily. There's that PDT rule, the pattern day trading rule, where if you have, I think it's less than $25,000 in your account, you're only able to make three. I forget the exact rules, but you can't trade every single day, or you can't open and close positions every day. And that can become problematic with this because we're opening and closing these every single day. So that's the first thing that, quote unquote, prerequisite, if you want to call it that. You have to have the ability to be able to trade every single day. And the second prerequisite is I'm looking for folks with at least a year of options trading experience. This thing is super simple. The strategy and everything about this whole system is super, super simple, and I'm sure that a beginner can do it. But just because this is my first go around doing a project like this where I'm going to be working one-on-one, I'm just trying to make it as seamless and simple for everyone involved by not having to go through the whole learning curve of how options work and what they are and all the basics of options trading. So I'm looking for people who have at least 1 year of options trading experience, and they understand how options work, and they understand what a credit spread is and a calendar spread and an iron condor. They already know all these things. And in the future I'll be able to do this with newbies, brand new people to it. But just for this first go around, because I'm sort of a little nervous and I've never done this before, and I just want to make this a smooth process and simple for everybody involved. And so if that sounds like you and you're interested in doing this, I guess maybe the third prerequisite is that you'll need to be able to trade this. I make these trades every morning, every single trading day. So weekdays in the morning, like right after the market opens. So I guess that's the other prerequisite that I just thought of. I wasn't thinking about before. You need the ability to be able to trade this thing, have the ability for that free time in the morning to do it. So if that sounds like something that you might be interested in, just reach out to me, email me. The easiest way and the quickest, fastest way to email me is just to go over to my website. I'll leave a link to my website in the description below. Go to my website and sign up for the free email newsletter right there on the homepage. And when you sign up for that, you'll get a welcome email automatically sent to you. Just reply back to that welcome email and let me know that you're interested in learning more about this and getting involved in this little project that I'm putting together. And, maybe just kind of confirm in the email that you do have the time to do this on a daily basis. And you have the appropriate type of account where you can day trade. You can put trades, open and close option trades, spread trades every single day of the week. And you have at least 1 year's worth of options experience. Just kind of include that info in there so I can quickly just kind of confirm that this is a good fit. So I'm excited about that. So again, starting on Monday, I'm going to start up the second leg, or maybe before, maybe even tomorrow or Friday. But the latest on Monday, I'm going to start up the second leg of this project where we're going to just pick right up where we left off. We're going to make a run. Our goal is to reach $2,000 a day, or $2,000 per trade profit, and trading 40 contracts. And again, with all house money at this point, none of my personal money is invested in this whatsoever. I have zilch risk because all the money I'm using to trade this strategy now at this level is all from profits that was made by the strategy. So again, if you're interested in maybe getting involved with this small little project I'm planning to put together, just reach out to me and email me is the quickest way to do it. Go to my website, sign up for my free email newsletter. You'll get a welcome email. Just reply back to that welcome email. I see all those emails pretty much right when they come in. So that's the quickest, fastest way to get a hold of me. And that's it. So I'm really excited about how this whole zero DTE thing is turning out. It's blown me away. It was certainly something I wasn't expecting. And there's just a lot of cool things that will be happening going forward. All right, so that's it for this one. Make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel below. Just hit that subscribe button and also join me on my website. Go over there, sign up for my free email newsletter, and join me there. All right, that's it for this one. See you next time.